Day 20. Trusting what God is growing in you. I'm Avery, and welcome to Daily Grace. This season, we are walking through a series called Trust, a steady return to God. Take a quiet breath with me for a moment. Wherever you are right now, allow yourself to pause. Your shoulders may have been carrying more than you realize today. Your mind may have been moving quickly from one thing to another. But for a moment, nothing needs to be solved. Nothing needs to be figured out. You can simply arrive here. Sometimes the work God is doing in our lives is not obvious. We look for change on the surface. We look for visible progress. We want to know that something is moving forward, but much of what God grows in us happens quietly. Trust grows this way, not loudly, not suddenly, slowly, steadily, often beneath the surface of what we can see. There are seasons when we may wonder if anything is really changing inside us. We may still feel tired, still feel uncertain. We may still carry questions that do not yet have answers. But the presence of those feelings does not mean that nothing is happening. Growth does not always announce itself. Sometimes it is forming in ways we only recognize much later. The patience we are learning, the gentleness we are beginning to hold towards ourselves, the quiet strength that helps us stay present in difficult moments. These things often develop quietly, like roots growing beneath the soil, unseen but steady. There is a verse in Galatians that speaks gently to this kind of quiet growth. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This verse is not asking us to force ourselves forward, simply reminding us that growth has a season. Harvest does not appear overnight. The seed rests beneath the soil first, and for a long time nothing seems to change on the surface. But beneath the ground, something is forming. Something is strengthening. Something is preparing to rise when the time is right. We may not notice it day by day, but something is still forming. You may have experienced a moment like this before. A quiet realization that you are responding differently than you once did. Perhaps the situation that used to overwhelm you now feels slightly more manageable. Or a conversation that once would have shaken your presence now passes through your day with less weight. It may not feel dramatic, it may simply feel like a small shift. But those small shifts often reveal the quiet work God has been doing all along. I remember a season when I felt as if I was standing in the same place for a very long time. Nothing in my life seemed to be changing in a visible way. The same questions remained, the same uncertainties were still present, and I remember wondering if I was actually growing at all. Then one day I noticed something small. A situation that would have once filled me with anxiety simply passed through my day with a little more calm. Not perfect calm, just a little more steadiness. It was subtle, almost easy to overlook, but it helped me realize that something inside me had been slowly changing. Even though I had not noticed it happening, growth had been taking place quietly. This is often how God works in our lives, not through sudden transformation, but through steady shaping, through moments that slowly reshape how we carry our days, how we hold our fears, how we trust His presence. You may still feel like you're in the middle of your process right now, and that is completely okay. Growth rarely feels dramatic while it is happening. Most of the time, it feels ordinary, like continuing to show up one day at a time, like learning to breathe again after a difficult season, like allowing your heart to slowly soften where it once felt guarded. These quiet changes matter more than we realize. They are the gentle signs that something new is being formed, something steady, something rooted. Trust does not rush, it deepens slowly, and the work God is growing in you does not need to be hurried. Even if you cannot see everything yet, even if parts of your journey still feel unfinished, God is not absent in the quiet seasons. He is often working most deeply there, in the unseen places, in the steady shaping of your heart. And sometimes the most meaningful growth in our lives happens in ways that only become clear when we look back. For now, it is enough to simply continue working, one day at a time, one quiet step at a time. God is patient with the work He is doing in you, and the seeds He plants are never wasted. They grow in their time, and they grow with care. You are allowed to trust the quiet work that is happening beneath the surface of your life, even when you cannot fully see it yet. May you move through this day gently. May you remember that trust does not have to rush. God is steady, and you are still being held. Until next time, this is Avery.